Our stories are the individual acts of leadership that happen every day.
Dear Bayshore Home Health, I'm writing to let you know one of your caregivers has made an incredible difference in Dad's life and mine over the past 8 months. When our mom June died last year, my brother and I weren't sure Dad could manage on his own. They were married 48 years, with Mom putting dinner in front of him for most of them. Once she was gone, things started slipping. Mavis changed all that from the minute she walked through Dad's front door. Her caregiver visits 3 times a week are his highlights. At first he put up a fuss, but now he looks forward to them. Prescriptions are renewed on time. They go to the library every week. Things around Dad's house are in better order, and there's always a bowl of fresh fruit on the kitchen table every day. And he's even tried papaya. What's important to our family is that Dad trusts Mavis. She arrives knowing what to do, often beyond the call of duty. You can tell right away she's passionate and caring. We can all see Dad is happier and feels safer in the house, especially now that he finally admits using a cane is a good idea. Thankfully, the weight of all that worry is off our shoulders. Sincerely, Rita Blackburn.
Such a nice neighborhood. Love all the trees. No wonder he wants to stay put. It's the house he's lived in for over 40 years, and hard to believe his precious June's really gone. Even now. But my goodness, there are a lot of happy memories inside those walls. Some new ones, too.
Imagine, I was right here in this chair to see Peter and Sarah married. Can't believe it was a month ago already. Sarah's always been close. She knew the trip out of town to the wedding would be too much for Grandad. I saw all the pictures when they got home. Not the same as being there. I still don't know how they did it or who got it all done, but coming back from the library a few days ago with Mavis, the whole room was decorated with paper flowers. And Sarah was there, in her wedding dress, smiling at me. They did the whole thing over just for me. The I-dos and everything. Of course, they were already married, but it didn't matter. It was lovely. I won't forget the look in that sweet girl's eyes when I come into the room and first saw her in that dress. It seemed June was here with me. The whole afternoon, I could feel it. And when they said it was all Mavis, the one who had the idea, I couldn't believe it. But she's the one who got me to the library on the Monday when we always go on Tuesdays. That Mavis really is something of an angel come into my life. I'll be thinking of that day with Sarah and Peter and June for a very long time.
Now here's a little something special. Mr. Neil Blackburn talks all the time about Scotland. What it was like as a boy, growing up by the sea, the Highlands, leaving his parents. Then he goes all quiet. And when he says, the sound of the sea never leaves you, I know just what he's thinking, how he's feeling, what it's like to leave home and start building a life somewhere new. Doesn't mean you don't love what's here. and the good life you find. It's just that there's some other place always tugging your heartstrings. So I had to look for myself to see what's tugging this. We'll have a quiet moment with these in the park, and then have all the stories again, just like I've heard them before. Along a little surprise for you.
Ooh. Oh,
Just a little something.
I
maybe
know
from back
that
home.
castle.
I thought you might have recognized
I
it.
do. It's not far from my uncle's home. He lives in a village just down the road.
Oh, you're kidding.
Yeah, he's a fisherman, you know. He's got his own boat. Yeah, he used to take my dad and me out, and we'd catch all kinds of fish.
Kidding.
Yeah.
At this very same...
At the very same place. Well, down the road just a bit, you know.
Karen's been a client for the past few years. The experience of working with Karen Montgomery has been a life lesson. She's made me so very aware of the realities and challenges people face after catastrophic injury. What that lady's been through from rehabilitation to recovery, I sometimes can't believe it. And it's ongoing. But you also realize what a family goes through. Everything changes. People change. One of the things I appreciate most about working at Bayshore is feeling encouraged to take advantage of the expertise and resources available to me as a registered nurse. Karen is quadriplegic as a result of her accident. So her needs are complex. Meeting them involves multiple professionals. I'm so happy to have Ruth Edelman's support as my manager. Ruth's passionate and caring. What you hope for in Karen's situation. Ruth's always looking for the best solution, then finds a way to bridge the gap between everyone involved. From Karen, to her various care providers, including me, to the insurance companies. Ruth ensures that Karen's rehabilitation needs are fully met. All funding sources are explored. It's a delicate balancing act, and takes a lot of patience. Ruth's emailed me to come by her office when I have a moment. I wonder what's up.
Really? Oh, that's wonderful. Yes. Yes, Oh, absolutely. I'm sure Karen will be thrilled. Okay. Okay, let me know what happens. Bye-bye. Hi, Maria. Thanks for stopping by. I'm sorry I had to take that last call. I want to go through Karen Montgomery's file with you, catch up with you. So, how are things? How's Karen?
She's okay. As good as can be.
Okay. Well, oh my. This was Karen's life. Horses were her life. You can see what it means to her in these pictures. It's all here.
Yeah, she really loved everything about working with horses. Training them, grooming them, especially this one.
Mm-hmm.
It was a lifelong profession.
Mm-hmm.
To think what happened that Friday morning, when she'd been working with them, had been riding, and then just fell off the horse. It rarely happens after all these years.
Yes, of course, especially with someone with such ease and experience around them.
The way she tells it, it was almost funny to her when it happened, as if she could see herself falling. It's like some kind of out-of-body experience. And then the horse stepped on her back.
Left her a quadriplegic. And even more devastating than the crisis of her health was the fact that her husband left her immediately after the accident. It's very sad to say, but this happens. Lives can sometimes be torn apart. People cannot stay. They don't think they can stay, or they decide that they can't. Anyway, according to my chart here, it says that Karen was rushed to the hospital in the States after the accident, and surgery was able to restore some function to her upper extremities.
Yeah, but she's been in constant pain ever since years later.
I know. But there's been something else. And that's the relationship you've developed with Karen. I know it's a strong one. Whenever I've talked with her, she mentions it in small ways.
Oh, there are a few of us, it's not just me. But it would be hard to not connect with her after all these years.
I understand. I can see you started charting a noticeable change in Karen's mood about 2 years post-accident.
Yeah, well, she's been appearing more depressed over the past bit, displaying a flat affect, which is inevitable, but it's noticeable. She wasn't becoming difficult or argumentative in any way. I don't think she has that in her. But she's become more and more quiet, less responsive, a little more inward, just retreated inside herself. I got to thinking about what Karen's been missing in her life, what she's missing, what's been missing, and I think it's her time with horses.
I could see that being the case. It makes sense. Although in some way I'm concerned that she may not.
Well, yeah, I could see that you would think that she wouldn't want that, possibly feel angry or resentful, but she's never spoken a harsh word about the incident. She's never blamed the horse. She said the horse reacted, and she misses them.
Oh, Maria, that's exactly why I asked you to come by today. I was just finishing up a conversation when you popped in, a conversation that started several weeks ago. Sorry. When you first were mentioning about Karen's missing her horses. Yes. Oh, really? Oh, that's wonderful. Yes, Maria's right here. I'll let her know. Thank you so much. Thank you. That was Carrie from our national care team. She just told me that workers' compensation is totally willing and able to pay all associated costs related to Karen's hobbies and interests.
Wow. That's incredible. How?
Well, we're a team. We work together. And I'm gathering all the right people to get involved, and I've spoken to a physiotherapist, an occupational therapist, and then I asked the big question. Would it be possible to consider whether Karen could ride again? Is this something we could accomplish? And then, of course, bring it forward to Karen and see what she thinks of it. But then I got to thinking about her reaction, and that's why I asked you to come by today. And I also wanted to share the possibility with you. But I'm asking you, Maria, because it really started with you.
Well, it's perfect. I cannot imagine a more perfect idea.
Wonderful. I'm glad you feel that way. We have a PTOT and orthotist working with Custom Saddlery and the horse farm to develop a harness and seating system that can be adapted specifically to meet Karen's needs. Also, I will be visiting Karen in the next few days, and I will certainly let her know about this idea. And more than that, how we can make this happen for her and her horses. So what do you think?
It's unreal.
Wonderful. You realize you've been the inspiration on this. Your dedication, the relationship that you've developed between yourself and Karen has been, there are no words actually. And I couldn't let this go. I just had to find a solution.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you.
Okay.
Well, I guess we better get back to work, I suppose, huh?
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Oh, Maria, your coffee.
Oh.
All right.
Okay. Thank you.
Bye.
Well, Emily Underhill's mother has just called with some unexpected but wonderful news. Emily's going home. Yeah, this 11-year-old girl is so excited to be leaving the hospital. Her enthusiasm and smile has put everyone around her in a good mood. Emily's been our pediatric client for 3 years now. Infusion medications are helping her to manage the symptoms of cystic fibrosis. The doctor has adjusted Emily's prescription, and Mrs. Underhill is worried about, having new meds ready on such short notice. I've told her Emily will be our priority. So good to see Emily's name come up to the top of the order screen. Now, I'll give the doctor a call and verify the prescription change. Hello, Dr. Zarens? Yeah, this is Daniel Suzuki calling. Yes, how are you? Yes. I hear Emily's going home. Mm-hmm. One of our pharmacy assistants will program this pump for Emily's infusion meds now that I got the new scripts. The Bayshore home health nurse who regularly visits Emily at home will later hook up the infusion bag to the pump and then to Emily. Our nurse starts the pump and the pump takes care of the rest. As Emily's pharmacist, I'm always available by phone if the nurse or Emily's family has concern with the pump. The assistants in the prep room will stage the medication. The staging means sending the meds inside the clean room for compounding. Our clean room is a highly regulated environment for storing and preparing medication in a hospital setting. And this clean room is certified by the International Organization for Standardization. So we are also ISO certified. There's a positive pressure inside so that when the door or window is opened, the air goes from inside to outside to avoid any contamination. I'm ready to make this next call to Emily's mother. And it doesn't get any better. Hello, Mrs. Underhill. It's Daniel Tatsuki. Yes, I just wanted to reassure you that everything's in hand. Yeah. I spoke with Emily's doctor myself. After I compared the new prescription with the others in Emily's file, I realized we could expedite everything. Yes, her new medication is in process and will be ready in a half hour. Mm-hmm. Yes, so just focus on getting Emily home safely and the rest will fall into place. You're welcome. Yeah, my pleasure. Okay, bye. We will make a direct drive with this order right to Emily's home. Seeing this through for her will be the highlight of my week.
Where in the world are you right now?
What? Christine, you scared me. Oh, it's nothing. I'm nowhere. I've just got something on my mind.
That much is obvious. Are you okay?
Yeah, sure. I'm fine.
Oh, you won't believe this. I got my sister's boyfriend to sponsor me for the hike for hospice. He finally caved. Or realized that there is no use fighting it. Or me anymore. $25 too. Oh, and I've got $250 in sponsors already. And just 2 weeks left. How about you? How's it going? Are you getting sponsors?
No, not yet. I don't know if I'm actually going to be able to get any sponsors. I've never really been very good at asking people for money. And anyway, I don't know if I'm going to be able to do the hike at all, so...
Really? Why not? It's such a great cause, and besides, it's a lot of fun.
I know that it's a really good cause, but I've just got a lot going on right now. Maybe next year.
Look, it doesn't matter that you don't have sponsors. There's always someone that raises enough money for 3 people. And please come. Everybody gets involved. We have a lot of fun. And you're still new here. That's how you'll meet people than just the ones you see in the lunchroom all the time. And it's a way we can all get more involved in the community. Every year, supporting local hospices. And it's another way we can give back. We've already raised over $1 million for this cause. No one's gonna know whether or not you've got a sponsor. All that's important is that you just show your support by being there, on the walk with everybody else. It really means a lot to the families who have loved ones spending their final days in the care of the community and not in hospitals.
I know what you're saying, and I'll try. I will, I promise. I know that there are a lot of families out there who are concerned and worried about their loved ones. There's no way of really knowing the challenges that people face in their personal lives. And it's not always easy for them to talk about it. But when they see a community is behind them and they're showing their support, that means a lot. But, you know, it may not challenge the reality of their situation, but I think it makes them feel not quite so alone. So yeah, I think I can get a few names up on those cute little sponsorship feet up on the wall. The Hike for Hospice. But, you know, I've read them all. But there's one thing I don't know. Any idea who the Scooby-Doo is among us?
Hey, Christine, Deborah, you gotta come to the lunchroom. There's something in there that you both gotta see.
Sam, what are you talking about? Come to the lunchroom. It's just after 10.
Sam, really? This better be good.
What is going on in here? Why is everybody wearing purple? You are wearing purple. Sam, you're in purple. Look.
Deborah, we know your son Evan has epilepsy and that it's been hard for you and you're worried, but we just wanted to show our support for Evan and for you, to show how much we care.
This is our way of doing that. What can I say? It's kind of a family thing around here.
I don't know what to say. I'm completely blown away by this. I mean, I've only been here for a few months. I could never have expected this kind of support and kindness. I don't even know if I can remember all of your names. But we see each other in the halls and we smile and say hi, and it's really nice. But this is amazing. It's amazing that you would put yourselves out like this for somebody that you don't even really know. For me. I am very moved and grateful for this gesture. Thank you. From the bottom of my heart, thank you.
Well, there's something else. Christine and I planned a special bowling night 2 weeks from now. Everybody in this room has agreed to participate, and I'm sure more people will want to join in as well. All the money we'll raise that night, Deborah, we'll donate to epilepsy research. Yeah. That's right. It's gonna be a throwdown. Sam is ready. He's ready for a strike. You know. Right?
Bayshore is a company where personal and individual stories take center stage, where the person there and in that moment is in charge. It's in our DNA and has not changed in more than 30 years. Special moments happen at Bayshore every day, They happen everywhere. At the bedside, desktop, on the phone, in the clinic, and on the assembly line. Passionate and caring about how we work and spend our time, what's important, how we make decisions, and what we celebrate.